But we begin with a Fox News alert in Ferguson, Missouri. Officers made more arrests overnight after protesters there blocked traffic near the city's police and fire departments following the grand jury's decision not to indict Officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of unarmed black teenager Michael Brown. Obviously, the protests continue around the country. This comes as a smaller than expected crowd right now is gathering for what they bill as a 120-mile-long NAACP march calling for reforms in the Ferguson Police Department. Mike Tobin is in Ferguson Live, where at least some of those protesters are assembling. Mike, how many do we have?
Well, it looks like that particular demonstration ended up kind of small. So what I'm going to do is give you another tour up West Florissant Avenue here, West Florissant Boulevard. This is where so much of the destruction was on Monday night, Tuesday morning. The Delwood Mobile Mart here, as you can look off from the truck, this is still standing. And that's probably a lot of kudos to the police officers who kept running the looters off as they were going inside the Mobile Mart here. And as we move forward, we're going to come up to the section of Florissant Road that was really on fire on Tuesday morning. So let's roll some of that video that we saw where it looked like just about every structure had some sort of a fire burning in it on that particular night, as we had these looters running up and down the road, starting fires, Molotov cocktails, sometimes just intentionally starting the fire. Off to the west side of the truck, you can see the Taco Bell. Didn't sustain a lot of damage from burning, but the windows were busted out. What you could loot from a Taco Bell, that sort of thing was stolen. Also on the west side, you can now see the burned out hulk of the AutoZone. We had that up on Megan's show live as the fire grew. The fire department never came. Right across the street, another auto parts facility where we saw the looters inside on live television, mostly destroying the inside of that structure. They didn't do much in the way of starting fires. On the east side of the road right now, you can see the Fashions R Boutique. That was someone's life goal, to start that store here on Florissant Avenue. It all ended in one night with the angry demonstrators inside starting fires. Another auto parts store. That's an advanced auto parts store. We saw that fire burning rather slowly throughout the evening, but it had its ability to just grow unabated because the fire department was either too overwhelmed with the number of structures that were under fire, or it just got simply too dangerous for them to come out here. On the west side of the road right now, the O'Reilly Auto Parts store. Looks like that's going to have to be leveled right to the ground. It's got the fence around it. This all was a crime scene. Now it's a cleanup scene. We've seen a lot of volunteers out here. As we look to the east side of the road, you see the Chop Suey restaurant. We saw the fire burning in there slowly throughout the evening. But now that we have a good look at what's left in Florissant Avenue, I think a lot of credit has to go out to those law enforcement officers, because frankly, on Tuesday morning, Monday night, it looked like it was going to be a lot worse than what we see here today.
Oh, Mike, you've been covering this really since it began so long ago back this summer. You were obviously there during all of this violence. Now, do you get a sense now that almost a week since this decision by the grand jury's come out, that the air has been let out of the balloon, the anger is subsiding, or is everybody simply taking a break before there's another round of violence?
It's a tough call. There certainly is a lot of palpable anger. If you go back by the Canfield Drive apartments where Mike Brown was shot and where you've got that growing memorial, you'll get people who start getting angry with you almost immediately when you get back in that area. In terms of organized demonstrators and groups of protesters who are willing to come and start the fires, it kind of looks like that is dying off, like the pressure's been let out of the soda bottle, Leland.
All right, Mike Tobin live, driving along there in Florissant, a place of great violence over the past week. Stay safe while you're covering. Our thanks to you and the crew. Thanks, Mike.
You got it.